Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy Crypto. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. It's been a rough week for me. I've had COVID, I lost my voice. It has not been a good time, but today we're going to talk about positive things only. Now, if you guys remember, a couple of months ago, I made a video on a project called Honeyland, and it was a project I was really excited about coming on Solana. Now, as I've been doing more of lately, I'm making a follow-up video on Honeyland because they're actually doing their land mint in a couple of days. And I wanted to obviously bring that up and show you a little bit of progress that these guys have made, which is very exciting. Now, before we get into it, guys, as always, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a girl taking you along on the crypto journey. Please excuse how I sound. I'm not back to 100% just yet, but I need to get this video out because the land mint starts soon. Now, we talked about Honeyland in this video here. It got nearly 3,000 views. People were very excited about it, and these guys have been doing some really, really cool stuff. And so obviously there was a lot to unpack in that video in terms of what these guys have to offer, and it's sort of an all-in-one package with them. They've got a lot going on, but really it's centered around their game, right? That is the key, and the Honeyverse is built around that. Now, since actually doing this video, guys, they minted out their 5,500 piece NFT collection. They also gave out over $125,000 in prizes to their holders. Like they actually did that. They created a playable demo for iOS and Android, and they became the second largest donator for the Utes DAO pool, plus much more. But that was probably some of the most exciting stuff that they did. Now, today I want to talk specifically about the land mint, and that's what I'm going to focus on. Again, I highly recommend watching my video. I'll link it in the bio in terms of talking about the game, and definitely check out these guys' socials in terms of the game and what's happening with that. Now, with their NFTs right now, they've got a floor price of 5.3 Solana, which is brilliant. You know, the collection is moving. They've had decent volume. And bearing in mind, guys, that we are in a bearish down market, so NFTs aren't moving the way they used to, but, you know, some good volume with these guys, decent amount of holders, and I think the community is there. So there's a lot of positive things with this collection in particular, but let's talk about the land mint. Now, there's a little bit to unpack, but the first and most important thing is that the land mint is on Thursday, September 22nd on Fractal. Okay, now Fractal, their NFTs are actually for sale on Fractal. It's a platform that I haven't used personally, but I've actually heard really, really good things about. And it's, you know, it's essentially supporting the best in Web3 gaming. So pretty popular platform. I've heard nothing but good things, and I know that these guys, their NFTs are for sale on Fractal, and the floor price is actually higher on there than it is on Magic Eden. So September 22nd, the pre-sale starts at 8 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. Now, the only way to mint before the public is to apply for their guest list. Now, their guest list is really easy to apply for. Okay, so I'll have the link in my bio. You connect your wallet, your Twitter, all that sort of stuff. You answer some questions, and then boom, off you go. Now, I highly recommend signing up to the guest list if you are looking to mint, because you will get in before public, and it will guarantee you guys a spot to buy land. Now, there isn't that much land that is going for sale, so when it comes to stuff like this, you really want to guarantee yourself a mint so that you do not miss out. Now, let's talk about it. There's going to be 2,000 pieces of land, and this is how they're using it to build a community. So first of all, 2,000 land plots. They're all going to produce passive income. And we've actually got a really good calculator that these guys have created to figure out how much you can earn. The prices will be between 5 and 10 SOL for the land. Now, that's actually pretty reasonable considering the price of crypto is down, and considering what other land mints are charging. Now, they're not wasting time with typical collabs and giveaways. They learned to produce unengaged flippers who provide little value and success to the project. They're rewarding existing holders. So they've got over 1,000 guaranteed and discounted mints to long-term holders and community contributors. So we saw before that there is at least 1,000 people that own the 5,000 piece collection. So those people alone could mint out. That's without the public getting involved. But I know that the public loves a good land sale, especially at a discounted price. So even if you're not a holder of their current Honeyland NFTs, I recommend looking into land. I know that personally on Cardano and Ethereum so far, I have been purchasing metaverse projects that I believe in, land projects that I believe in, gaming projects that I believe in, stuff that I'm happy to hold long term that eventually will either give me a passive income or that I can build something on to create a passive income, because that is my goal with crypto, guys. Of course, I'm in it to make money, but passive income is really the goal. I'm not looking to quit my job anytime soon, although I wouldn't say no to that, of course. Now, they want valuable pixels in hands of the biggest champions of the project. They also want eyeballs on the project. They want to bring in the best of the best. So they're launching scholarships using Dust Labs, which is the same tech behind Utes, which is the DAO that they have been donating to. Their most engaged community will help handpick scholarship recipients. So I love what these guys are doing. They've given away over $125,000 US worth of prizes, and now they're talking about scholarships. Guys, education is the key. I'm not saying go to university or anything like that, but education of all sorts is very, very important. Now, how much money the land can make you each day depends on how many bees are using it. The longer you stake, the more easy it is for bees to find your land. More bees, more money. It's pretty simple. You also level up your land in-game by staking. Each level unlocks higher commissions and weekly NFT drops. The metadata changes on each unlock. Each user can directly impact the value of their own NFT. In-game earnings can increase, and when they sell the level upped NFT. Now, last time they offered a money back guarantee on their mint. This time they have a land lock insurance. Now, guys, remember the money back guarantee? It was the first time I had ever seen that in the NFT space, and it obviously worked really well because they sold out and they've got a really strong holder community. They don't get paid with the land lock insurance until you get paid. 100% of the funds raised will be held until the corresponding amount has been earned in their token by landowners. That is very, very, very intense and very brave by these guys because they're not getting any money. Now, this is the important part. Rewarding their best users, letting them help determine the best users to bring in, shift the risk from the buyer to the project, give the holders the ability to increase the value of the NFTs, create real value, real utility, and real earnings. So again, these guys have come up with a way to take the risk away from NFTs, and it is very, very impressive. Now, they're minting on Fractal. You can subscribe to their YouTube and everything else. The guest list link is going to be in my bio. This is what it looks like, guys. I've already signed up. I hope that you guys sign up as well, and you can join me with our Honeyland land. Now, there's a big question around how much you can earn, right? Well, these guys came up with a very, very good calculator. Okay, so let's just say, check out the potential HXD value. Here, you can input how much you think the Honeyland token is going to be worth. And depending on how much it's worth, will depend how much you can earn. So you will earn a guaranteed amount of Honeyland tokens every single day. But what that means to dollar value is completely different. So let's just put in something a little bit more realistic. Let's just say, let's just say 50 cents, okay? Now, obviously, this will be once the crypto market's recovered. But that would be a daily amount of $6 US, and that USDC, and that would be approximately $2,336 a year. Now, guys, I always like to be conservative, and these are conservative numbers, and there are ways for you to increase your earnings, as I said earlier in the video, but this is a realistic way of you figuring out how much you can earn. I'm going to have this calculator in my bio as well, but this is just some numbers so you can visually see what the potential is. Now, what I like about Honeyland, guys, again, they take the risk away from the buyer, which is a very, very big deal, especially in the current market. But they fully funded a gaming studio. They have 32 full-time devs, artists, blockchain devs working on their first major title, Honeyland. They are serious and they are for real. Now guys, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Most importantly, this guest list is going to be in the bio. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about Honeyland. And as always, watch this space.